Hello everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. There are plenty of other wonderful readers on YouTube that just might resonate more with you at this time. For those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I do use profanity. I talk about adult things. I don't sugarcoat my messages. So if you have kids around or, that is not your thing, you just don't appreciate that kind of a reading, I'm always respectful of that. I'm always giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, we are going to be getting into this for Libra for April 2020. I do apologize for the lateness, guys. I was dealing with some health issues at the beginning of the month, and now I'm back in tip-top shape. So your reading, I'm going to do it in two parts. I'm going to do first half of April, second half of April, and then a guidance card from my Sacred Rebel Oracle to kind of give you some advice on how to move from the first half into the second half and continuing forward with it. Whatever is in your highest good to hear at this time. So with that said, I'm using my Vice Versa Tarot. This is going to be for Libra. And Libra energy, right? If you have significant Libra placements in your chart. Spirit, please. What is going on with Libra and Libra energy for April? What is going on with Libra and Libra energy for April? What is going on? What is going on with Libra and Libra energy? That's the second time the Lover's card flashed to me, so we'll see if it comes back out. Okay. What is going on with Libra? All right, first half of the month and clarifiers. Second half of the month and clarifiers. All right. Top of the deck, we do have the 3 of coins. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of swords. So, Libra, you're putting the finishing touches, right? The finishing touches on a contract that you have with yourself and or another person. This little stone that he's holding right there is the upwards facing triangle, which is masculine energy. It's our ability to take action and do things. So you may be required to do something, act on something in order to finish whatever it is that you've been working on soul-wise, right? With the 9 of swords here, there's imaginary fears, high anxiety, possibly restless sleep, because whatever this action that needs to be taken isn't being taken. It might be something needs to be done. It might be something that you've been putting off on doing, trying to, reason it to be a later date, whatever the case may be. But the fact of the matter is the contract is not finished. It's a chapter that's not closed, because you're not doing it, and it's because you have these imaginary fears with this face of the card. They're imaginary fears, things that are not in alignment with your authentic path, or that are not actually meant to be a part of your life or in your life, or whatever the case is for you. You take it how it resonates. But there's some kind of fear or anxiety there, as if maybe you're losing something that you're not losing. You have to take an action. You have to take an action towards a contract, right? Even if it's not finishing it out, you can't get to the next stage or the next step until you do that. So the first half of the month, we do have double aces. We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. We have it clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Star card in the reverse, in the, back face, not reverse, back face. So talking about this Ace of Swords with the Knight of Cups, I think someone like a knight in shining armor had come in with this truth-crowned king. Could be you, could be somebody else, but it was somebody who spoke some serious truth for you that resonated with you heart deep, or they took an action on a heart level that was in alignment with their truth, right? They took action that was in alignment with their truth in order to start a new beginning. With that, we have the Ace of Wands and the Star. Now, the Star card is a healer energy. It's Aquarian energy. You may have strong Aquarius in your chart, or someone that you're dealing with may have strong Aqua in their chart. But this is a masculine energy healing, right? This ability to do and take action. You're getting the divine epiphanies or the divine downloads about possibly burning something down. We have the tree over here, and the divine is kind of letting you know, like, hey, you need to set fire to that, right? You need to kind of burn it down. Whatever the structure is, that might be what's causing so much anxiety, that you're not burning down a situation that's coming to a close or a head. Not that you would literally have to burn it down, but it might be involving a soulmate, right? Because we have the Two of Cups here behind that. Something that's not in alignment. You have this new beginning that you've started, but it's almost like there's something in the past that isn't quite done yet, and it's healing this ability to take action. It's healing this ability to trust your own inner divinity, trust your own spirit, and heal, right? And heal with the Star card. This is a soul wish that you set out to complete in this lifetime, as far as your ability to trust yourself and move forward, to not be afraid of any quote unquote loss or cost to you, but trust, right? But trusting that sometimes prolonging things makes it harder than if you were to just rip the Band-Aid off, you know what I mean? So keep it in mind. For the second half of April, we do have the Six of Swords clarified by the Ace of Cups. So we got our third ace, and then we have the Strength card and the Five of Wands. Again, like I said, it might be a family dynamic, okay? It might be a family dynamic or a group of people that you're anticipating an explosion with when you unclog your throat and speak your truth in your light, right? When you listen to your heart, you listen to that inner divinity that's telling you, hey, you might want to move forward with this in this new love direction. You know, the Six of Swords is moving out of a rocky situation, letting the dawn hit you with this beautiful light, you know, like letting the divine offer you peace, you know, having acceptance, allowing love to overflow in your direction, because whatever this is, it's causing I'm hearing subconscious turmoil, subconscious stressors that you might consciously be aware of. You just don't know how much it's actually manifesting bullshit in your reality that may or may not even be related, because your vibe is your vibe. And if you're in a situation that you don't actually want to be in, where there's stresses involved, or, you know, nightmare fears of loss or anxiety, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? You have to move forward with this new opportunity, these aces that you have. I mean, we've got 3 aces on the board. You've got new, and there's something that's holding you back and not being done. And it probably is risking an argument or a blow up of a family dynamic or situation. You got to be really strong and reach into the lion's mouth and unclog the hairball, right? You just kind of have to let it out and let the chips fall where they may. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, obviously, if you're having fear about it or anxiety about it. But the fact of the matter is, you're getting those pings and you're not listening, right? You've been getting the messages and you're not listening. So expect more bullshit if you don't actually take action, and you're only going to make it harder for yourself as time continues. You might need to seriously override fear, override anxiety, override the fear of loss, or whatever it is that you feel that you know, egoically want to control, that you don't want, when your soul might seriously be resonating with something else, and you're trying to, you know, rationalize it or make sense of it, you know, maybe trying to fix it or solve it when it's not really something that's solvable or fixable, and you're just going to kind of drag it out and create more stress, right? Because internal stress, subconscious stress creates more stress in the external environment. So what card above all other cards, please, Spirit? Yeah, Sacred Fool. You got to start over. You got to stop being a puppet on a string. Life is not supposed to happen to you. It's supposed to happen for you in order to heal and learn. And if you can adopt that mentality to be the sacred fool, right? To know that you are actually the one controlling your strings and what happens in the reality. This reading is cluing you into how important it is to understand this subconscious level of manifestation. If something is irking you and bugging you and stressing you, then you need to address it. It's not just going to go away on its own. You need to listen to your gut about it, not your mind that tells you to be afraid of things, but your gut. If your gut is telling you it's time to go, it's time to let it go, it's time to be new, you need to speak up and let that argument or that blow up happen so that you can officially move forward and not be somebody's puppet on a string. Okay. Not be beholden to them. So I hope that helps, Libra. All of my information is in the description below. Make sure to keep eye on the community tab on my channel. I do the cosmic currencies there every day to keep you updated on the current astrology. And until next time, guys, Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Remember, always love each other, and most importantly, love yourself. Bye.